All right, welcome back to SouFLoTV again, everybody. If you've never been here before, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Please help us get us to our 300,000 subscriber goal for 2021. Hit the bell next to the subscribe button. That bell will assure that you are notified every time a video goes up on SouFLoTV. So we covered a situation, not a video. We covered a situation in 2020 where an American man, had lost his life in Jamaica, and that man was Theodore Walling. I don't know if you remember the situation, but I'm going to drag your memory a bit. So Theodore Walling, for him, Jamaica was a place of refuge. I'm glad I'm here now, the Chrysler retiree wrote on his Facebook page a month before he was killed in Jamaica. 11 days in Jamaica and I am healed, he said. I have no pain. 10 days later, Walling, who was 65 years old, a West Bloomfield father and husband who had been visiting the island since he was 18 years old. You see that? He had been coming to Jamaica since he was 18. He was 65 now, and he was still coming. And for him, Jamaica is one of the places where when he gets there, all his problems float away. He was a career man. He had retired after working for Chrysler, right? 10 days after being in Jamaica, all my pains are gone. I am healed. Walling, 65. Father, husband, and all that. He was found stabbed to death in a hotel room in his beloved Jamaica. Like I said, this is my spot, he wrote on February 23rd on his Facebook post. I will give my love and my resources to the country of Jamaica. In the end, he gave his life, and a death that had left his family devastated and reeling as police disclosed details about the killing. Now, according to the police, Walling had been stabbed repeatedly before his body was found Wednesday morning in his room at a boutique Montego Bay hotel that's often frequented by visiting doctors who do volunteer work on the island. His body was found by a worker at the Hotel Gloriana, which sits on a boulevard approaching the so-called hip strip where tourists hang out. Now, the day before he died, Walling was on Facebook writing about his trip in posts that include jokes, that drink specials, and personal reflections. What a day. Ups and downs and then up again. Faith restored is what he wrote. Walling wrote in 2 posts about 5 p.m. Tuesday. Sometime that night, something went wrong. According to his family and the police, he was last seen in the hotel room with a male. Well, this is where we come in. The update. They now have a face to match this information, and they're saying that this is the male that they were talking about. All right, his family is in Michigan. They remember him as a trusting person, a trustworthy friend, and someone that had a special kind of love for Jamaica. Remember, he's been coming here since he was 16 years old. He is 65. All right, so nobody watch the talk because say him white. He spent his whole life coming to Jamaica and decided that this was his place on earth, his heaven. He went there for a trip before he retired. And then he retired. And then he went right back again to celebrate his retirement. That's to tell you how much this man was into Jamaica, said his son, Brandon Walling, who's 25-year-old and a postgraduate student at MSU. He was hanging out there, man. He was just there making friends. And he thought he could trust people. He just thought that that was what Jamaica was for him. Forget they would talk to him about the crime and violence going on the island, and he would tell them like, listen, you have to be involved in certain things for certain things to reach you. Jamaica is really still Irie. He was one of the people that believed that Jamaica is Irie, and that once you stay out of badman business and you keep yourself a certain way, you should be good, right? He gave everyone the benefit of the doubt. I know my dad. And I know that he is just friendly, talkative, and just too trustworthy. He gave people the benefit of the doubt. And look, he paid the price for it. Remember, I'm telling you, said Jamaica is not one of them places that to just go friend up random strangers and be hanging out all kinds of night with your hotel room door open and people coming in and yeah, bun a spliff with you and talk and the foreigner man come back into the place, man. It's not that kind of place. Maybe in a time gone by, it was. But things have changed. There's a new species of people running around on the island of Jamaica who care nothing about human life. They care more about vanity. They care more about material things. They care more about the dollars, trinkets, pennies that they can get off of you. But they give two damns about your life. So you have to be careful. You can't move like, say, it is back when you were 16, 17, 18. And now you're 65. And it's the same thing. And I think that is the big mistake that he made. Jamaica caressed him. Jamaica brought him in and lulled him to sleep. And he was all with the ambiance and never saw this coming. He had a testimony to give. His record is real. He could seriously say, listen, I've been coming here since I was yay high and that young. And I'm a grown man now in my 60s, mid 60s and retired. And nothing has ever happened to me here. And boom, it happens. Brandon Walling said his father was a quality control inspector at Chrysler. He was a Mason and he was an avid tennis player who frequented the Franklin Athletic Club and had lots of friends there. Before he left for Jamaica, his family threw him a combined retirement party with a Super Bowl party on February 2nd of 2020 at their West Bloomfield home. He was a loving father who had just retired. Now, people are saying, oh, him go there because him in a body things or he wanted to stray because why would a married man travel so many times to Jamaica without his wife? And I want y'all to understand that people do this all the time. You know what I'm saying? Women leave with their girls and go on girls getaway trip. Men leave with the guys and go on just business trip or male getaway trip just the same. It's nothing out of the ordinary about that. You know, if you're in a loving, long-lasting marriage like this man's marriage was or is, then it's understandable. He's been with his woman since he was a teenager. He's 65, been married with the same woman. So them want to take off in their mid-age and go here and go there. Nothing wrong with that. Anyhow, the update to that story is that Kingston, Jamaica, detectives in St. James are now working to solve a year-old murder case, and they are renewing their appeal to the public for their assistance in locating the main suspect in the murder of 65-year-old Theodore Walling, who was found dead in his Montego Bay Hotel, St. James, in March of 2020. He had left the US in February and he was dead by March. The police have identified the man as Sonnyman Walker. Sonnyman Walker is otherwise called Shortman, and he is believed to frequent the Montego Bay, St. James, and areas of Trelawney. Walker was identified as a suspect following investigations in the aftermath of the discovery of Walling's body in a hotel in the second city, which is Mobay, the police said. Walling, a retired quality control inspector from the US, was reportedly vacationing on the island like he always does when he was murdered. Now, anyone who knows of Sonnyman or Shortman, Sonnyman Walker or Shortman as he's called, otherwise called, his whereabouts or anything like that, please contact 876-953-6991 or 876-684-9080. That's for Crime Stop. At 311 is how you hit Crime Stop, and or just simply call 119 on the island of Jamaica and speak to a police officer and they will take it from there. It's a sad situation. He really did give the benefit of the doubt to people, and he really believed that Jamaica was his oasis. You know what I'm saying? You've been coming there since you were a teenager and you're 65 years old now, only to meet your demise there. Look at what the man said. He will give his resources. The only thing they had to say about him was he loved the ladies. So I don't know if he was buying crutches from prostitute and one of the pimp them set him up, and a girl went into his room and went and told her pimp, say, hey, the man you have little money in there, you know, and him have so and so forth. So they went in to rob him, and what was supposed to be a robbery turned into a murder. It was along those lines, but we will wait for more to come out once they find this individual. We'll leave it right there for now. Leave your comments in the comment section below, man. It's SouFLoTV. I'm out. Peace.